those are a couple striped sea bass I've got going on here. Guys, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you in the kitchen here with me. As you just saw below there, we've got a couple sea bass going on here. It is probably going to be the last video in this month's, July's month of grilling. So I thought I'd go out with a lovely fish recipe for you. But not just any old fish. We're going to season this up. But first, we're going to stuff it with a lovely stuffing. Let's go outside in the backyard and I'll show you guys what we're going to be using. For the stuffing for the fish, this is what we're going to be using. And this here is Jamaican Callaloo. And all I'm going to do, I've got my sharp knife here. Just gonna cut the top off, and right where we cut it off there, that's gonna continue growing. Just gonna trim back some more of this. And you don't want too much because the fish I have, they're not all that big. Got my pan on a medium flame. First thing we're gonna do here is make a stuffing for the fish. I've got some olive oil that I just put in there. And since the pan was already warm, I'm going to go in with one small onion that I chopped up and a couple cloves of garlic. And I've got here, I mean, they say they're looking kind of scrawny, but I've got some fresh thyme. I'm just going to put some fresh thyme in here. And I just want to sweat that down for about a minute or so. That garlic and onion is already smelling wonderful. I've got here some Jamaican Callaloo. It's going to wilt down, so if you think your pot is too small, that's cool. It's going to wilt down. In goes a quarter of a scotch bonnet pepper that I chopped up. No seeds. I'm going to hit it with a pinch. Well, a good pinch of salt, as well as black pepper. It's already starting to wilt down, so in goes some coconut milk. That's going to give it a lovely, creamy consistency. Boy, oh boy, that coconut milk is amazing. When it comes to Caribbean cooking, boy, we love our coconut milk. And all we're going to do now is cook that down until it goes nice and wilted down. It's been going now for about 6 minutes. It's starting to wilt down. So all I'm going to do here now, there's still a bit of liquid in there. I'm going to turn up my heat to burn off that liquid. Most of my liquid, if not all of the liquid, is gone. I'm just going to turn up the heat now, move it off the burner you were cooking it on, because we want this to cool down a little bit, because we don't want to add like this piping hot stuff into the fish. We want it to just cool down a little bit. It'll be easier for you to handle as well. As the callaloo cools, we're going to make a sort of a seasoned oil for brushing the outside of this fish. And in my bowl here, I've got some parsley, one scallion, a little bit of chopped scotch bonnet pepper, and olive oil. All the ingredients will be listed down in the description of this video, or check out CaribbeanPot.com for the full recipe. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of sea salt, as well as some fresh ground black pepper. And the final thing we're going to add in there is the juice of one lime. So we're going to get that sort of citrus kick, along with all that herbal notes from there, and it's a decent olive oil I'm using in there as well, so you know there's only good things happening in this kitchen. All we're going to do now, pretty much mix that up, and we're going to use that to brush the outside of the fish when we make the little parcels. I've got here a doubled piece of tin foil, and the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to put some of this seasoned oil down on the bottom here, because we don't want the fish sticking. Plus, we've got to season it on both sides, right? After you've done that, I've got here some roughly chopped onions. And this is optional, but I love the extra flavor from that onion. Then on goes the fish. It's been washed and pat dry. Well, not pat dry, but it's pretty much drained. And what I've also done is I've made a couple cuts in the belly of the fish here. We've got that callaloo that we cooked down in the coconut milk. It's nice and cool now. So all we're going to do is grab half of it and we're going to go into the cavity of the fish here and pack that in there nicely. Boy, oh boy, is this ever going to be nice. It's going to steam and add extra flavor with that coconut milk and everything else. Yeah, your boy love a callaloo, so you know a lot of it have to go in there. The final step, some more of that seasoned olive oil all over the top. A little bit more of that sliced onion. And pretty much seal that bad boy up now. This is now ready for the grill. Quickly show you guys what I've got going here. I've got my coals on this side here, a nice hot heat. I can't even keep my hands on there. So I'm just going to keep the fish and the little parcels away from it, but very close as well. So then what we're going to do when we flip them over, this side is going to go closer to the heat. So pretty much we're not cooking with a direct flame, but yet we're pretty close to it. It's been going for about 25-30 minutes. The last 5 minutes or so I have it directly over the coals. This is 100% done to the way I like it. If you guys like your fish cooked a little bit more, certainly do that. Quick tip guys, when you guys remove these off the grill here, allow it to cool for a bit, because once you open this up it's going to have steam and chances are you can't get burned from the steam. I know you guys will want to see the reveal, so here we go. Be gentle when opening it, because remember that steam is going to pop up at you. And there we go guys. Smells good, looks good. I'm gonna dig in a few minutes. And there it is, all done guys. This is my dinner. I'm gonna have some dinner. Then I got my book over there. I'm gonna continue reading. So we've got that lovely white, the striped sea bass stuffed with that callaloo. I've got some sweet potato there. I've got a little bit of lime there. I'm just gonna squeeze some lime on there. Looking good. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com guys. I hope you guys enjoyed July's month of grilling, and stay tuned for some more exciting, well, we're going to dip back into the traditional recipes as we move forward.